The next step is really in the hands of the Iranians. Will the Iranians continue the brutal crackdown? Will the Iranians hang protesters? Will the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps continue to shoot protesters? All of those factors will trigger an American response one way or the other. Well, 24 hours ago, I would say the probability of an attack was very likely. But as you know, President Trump made an announcement yesterday evening in Washington, D.C., that he had received credible assurances from the Iranian government that they would not execute the protesters and they would stop firing upon the protesters. So I say the probability of an attack under the current conditions has gone down considerably, but has not been eliminated. I don't see any reason why this would need to expand beyond the United States and Iran, unless Iran intentionally wanted to expand the war to include Israel. So the United States would carry out a unilateral operation against Iran without assistance from any other country. Iran's response, however, which I cannot predict, would indicate whether this is going to spread to a wider regional conflict. It certainly could be, but if in fact the Iranian government had not spoken to one of President Trump's interlocutors, a trusted aide to President Trump, who relayed that message from the Iranian government, I don't think that this is part of a deception plan by the United States. Now, it may certainly be a deception plan on the part of the Iranians, where the Iranians have told President Trump that everything is now peaceful on the ground, and it may lead the Iranians to make that as part of a deception plan. Well, look, we've had American troops in the regions for decades. We have gone through numerous crisis periods. We've gone through numerous peaceful periods. And the United States adjusts its well-practiced force protection levels to the level of conflict and the level of crisis in the region. So I believe that the United States has properly adjusted its force protection level to accommodate and to account for the threats coming from Iran. Now, that doesn't mean that the American forces would not take casualties in the case of an attack by Iran, but they would be minimized because of the long practiced force protection measures that the United States puts into place continuously and adjusts continuously in the region. I think that America is watching cautiously and carefully. The United States president has committed to providing help to the protesters if the Iranian authorities continue their brutal crackdown and killing of protesters. So the next step is really in the hands of the Iranians. Will the Iranians continue the brutal crackdown? Will the Iranians hang protesters? Will the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps continue to shoot protesters? All of those factors will trigger an American response one way or the other.